Good evening, I'm Greg Floyd.
Hi everyone, I'm Liz Bishop. We begin tonight with an inspiring story of survival.
An Iraq War veteran who never gave up helped the North Colony School District celebrate Veterans Day at Shaker High.
Craig Smith was there tonight. He spoke one-on-one with the retired staff sergeant, and Craig joins us now with his message to the students and fellow veterans. Craig?
Hi, Liz. Shiloh Harris is amazing. He tells his story in motivational speeches that can be so emotional for audiences. He apologizes early in his presentation for what they're about to hear.
You just got to be as close to hell as I ever want to get.
Harris's ordeal included 75 surgeries, 3 years of physical therapy, and at the start of it all, 48 days in a medically induced coma.
You can hear your family's voices, you can hear your loved ones' voices, you can see silhouettes and images, but you can't reach out, you can't touch them, you can't communicate with them.
He grew up in Texas in a military family. At age 27, he says, 9/11 shook the ground under his feet and he joined the Army. 6 years later, he and 3 other soldiers were in a Humvee that hit a roadside bomb near southern Baghdad.
We lost 3 heroes. And that's why I think it's so extremely important as you're asking what do kids take away from this. I talk about the men and women don't make it home. I talk about the sacrifices of the families. I have them look at this. I tell them my story. And I'm like, if I can do this, you can do anything in your life. You have your whole life ahead of you. And there's so many things that you're capable of, you just don't even know it yet.
Harris goes into detail in his book, Steel Will. One Vietnam vet who came to listen told Harris the book touched his heart.
Just an amazing story. And if nobody's read it, I hope everybody does. Any generation, especially the children from this school, they need to see this story of the sacrifice.
Part of Harris's mission in retirement is saving lives, urging other veterans going through hard times to recognize suicidal thoughts and to reject them.
And I highly encourage anybody out there that if you are thinking about suicide, don't do it. I hit bottom. I was able to find my way back. There's many others that have. I highly encourage you to get help. Reach out, contact somebody.
Harris lightens the mood during his presentation with stories about his prosthetic ears that attach to his head with magnets. You might have noticed the ones he wore tonight were pointed. He says it's the season for elf ears. Amazing recovery for a guy who had third-degree burns on a third of his body, lost part of his nose and 3 fingers, and struggled from what they used to call shell shock. Liz?